No more proxies. No more proxies. Hey, what's up, everyone, and good morning. All right, so this is just gonna be a really quick review of Adobe Premiere Pro 2020. Very quick. Better yet, it's not even a review. I just wanted to express how happy I am right now. That I am with this update. I know I'm super duper late on it, and I'm not sure if this is the latest version, but I just downloaded this. Let me see. Yes, and I have Adobe Premiere Pro version 14.9.0 build 52, and this update is just awesome, guys. It is so flipping awesome. My workflow it started from the bottom. Now I'm here. Started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I'm talking about editing 4K footage smoothly. Finally. And let me show you what specs I have, by the way, before I continue. Here are my specs. Ryzen 1700X, standard clock speed, 8 cores, 16 threads, memory 16 gigabytes, DDR4, graphics 1070, GTX 1070, the Zotac model. And guys, I am super, super excited because I could finally edit my 4K smoothly. I mean, I have no problem playing it back. I have no problem doing that at all, as you can see. But one of my main issues from using the previous Adobe Premiere programs was scrolling through 4K footage, and not just 4K footage, but sometimes high 1080p bitrate videos. Now, we all know with super high bitrate videos, it puts a lot on the CPU and GPU, but I don't know, whatever they did to this, everything's just running. It runs smooth for Adobe Premiere Pro. And I'm loving it. So I'm just going to show you some, just me scrolling through it. And, that's about it. And then I'll compare it to one of my previous Adobe Premiere Pro programs, which was like a 2019 version. But let me show you this now before I, blabber on and stuff. All right. So, I'm going to switch the resolution over to 1/4. I usually keep it around there just to keep things, nice and smooth. And every clip that I have here is 4K. Let's go to my sequence settings. I have everything. The whole timeline is it's a 4K. It's 4K clips, and I could even show you if I could pull it up. And everything on my computer, all of my video files, they ran off of NVMe files. If not that, SSD hard drives. That's all I have in my computer. That's all I have. That's all that I have inside my computer. I took out all the mechanical hard drives and put in NVMe and SSD drives in there just to speed everything up. So here are the clips that I chose. You can download them. I'll put them in a link for y'all. And that's a good program to use, by the way, Media Info. And it shows you right there. It's a low bit rate, which is whatever. And it's 4K. So I'm just going to scroll through it so you could actually see what I'm talking about. So we'll start off with this clip because this one I always had trouble with, and it's not even a high bitrate video. It's 4K, but it's not a super high bitrate video. So now look at this. Smooth. Now, of course, you're gonna see the little teeny. You're gonna see a little bit of drop frames. That's fine, but as long as I could scrub through it, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm okay with that. Now we're gonna do it to 1.5. And yes, see that? Smooth. I wasn't able to do that on my previous Adobe Premiere versions. Next clip, this one. Of course, I mean, it drops a little, but then it corrects it, which is nice. So I'm not sure what Adobe did, but he did a good job. So it's not that bad. I mean, I could scrub through it. I mean, like I said, you're gonna see a little bit of choppiness, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't edit this, you know? And that's all I really care about. As long as I can edit my stuff, I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, so yeah. So now I'm going to compare it to one of my older versions, same clips and everything. So let's go over here, see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm trying to do this really quick so I don't bore y'all. All right, so it's 2019. All right, come on. And this one I had so much issues with, especially with editing 4K and sometimes 1080p footage, high bit rate 1080p footage. So let's do a new project. Yes. Wait for it to load. All right, so we'll just do these three. Hold on a second. All right. So same clips, 4K, and then put on the timeline. You see what I mean? Look at this. This is what I was struggling with. And the version that I have here, I believe this one is old. The version that I have on here is 13.1, and that's build 11. Yeah. So, but a short clip like this, I couldn't even scroll through it. Now, of course, there are workarounds, proxies, and you know what I love about this computer or this Ryzen CPU is that it renders super duper fast, especially whenever it's making proxies. That's what I love about it. So say if I'm using the newer Adobe Premiere Pro 2021 and I'm having issues with, scrolling, maybe, I don't know, somehow somebody gave me 8K footage. Just make a proxy and boom. But anyway, yeah, I was having so much issues using this, and I'm just so thankful that I updated to this new version. Because at one point I was getting tired of it. I was downloading all of these updates, and it was just the same thing. I couldn't edit my footage good, but now I'm happy. I'm excited, and yeah. So, but yeah, that was just a short comparison between the older version and the newest one that's out. All right. Please stay tuned for my Z400 video. I'm going to be testing this out on my Z400. Now that's old, way older hardware. So definitely look into that. I'm actually going to put that towards the end of the video. So yeah, you know, if you could just stay back and watch that, I would really appreciate it. But yeah. All right, guys, I am back. So I said I would show you me editing on the Z400 with the latest Adobe Premiere Pro. So before I start, I'm just going to be very quick with this because the last video I did was pretty long. So yeah. So this is me editing on here. So before I start, here are my specs. I have a W3690 CPU, 6 cores, 12 threads, memory 20 gigabytes, graphics 1060. All right. I'm going to attempt to do something here differently. I'm going to actually overclock the graphics card to see if there's really a difference. So I didn't do that in the last video, but I'm going to try this out just by 107 megahertz. All right, just leave it there. All right, so let's open up Adobe Premiere Pro 2021, or yeah, and I'm going to be using the same clips, 4 clips that I used in the previous video. And yeah, so I'm going to show you how well it actually performs and stuff. Let's give this thing some time to load, and yeah. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Let's do this again. Project. Yes. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll through it. Everything is the same. For this, I'm gonna keep it on 1.5. I'm gonna switch between 1.5 and 1/4. So yeah. So this is not bad at all. Scrubbing through 4K footage, pretty fine. This is an older CPU and it's doing pretty good. And like I said, this is the kind of stuff that I like to see. All right, let's see with this clip. Same thing. I mean, there is like a frame drop, but it's not that bad. Like, see, it's not that bad at all. So I could use this. I could edit on this. And that's how, you know, I want my workflow. So that's good. So again, as you can see, I'm editing 4K footage, no proxy, on my Z400 W3690, 6 cores, 12 threads, running at 3.4 gigahertz, and it gets, I think, a 3.8 boost. Graphics card, GTX 1060. I overclocked it a little bit, and 20 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM memory. So yeah. So it's doing a really good job. Like I said, there's a couple of frame drops, but it's not that bad to the point where, like, dang, I can't use this. Now, let's see. Come on. So maybe not. I don't think this would work too well with like a multicam. if you're doing like a multicam sequence with 4K footage, then you might have a little trouble. But I know definitely 1080p on here work perfectly fine. Would have no problem scrubbing through. Because I know not everybody shoots in 4K. You got a lot of people that shoot in 1080p. So, but I just wanted to show y'all that, hey, with this new Adobe Premiere Pro 2021, I think what is it again? Dang. Let's pull it up. Come on. 14.90 with this build works perfectly fine. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope everybody out there I hope everybody's workflow out there is easy, with this new update and stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that, hey, you could finally edit 4K footage on an older CPU. So, yep. All right, guys. Peace. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. All right. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.